My grandfather and my great uncle started the business in Torreon in 1928. And they moved from Torreon to Ciudad Juarez, and then from Juarez to Tijuana. And then from Tijuana here, they actually opened this shop in 1947. So we've been here since 47.
What do you think inspired them to start this business?
In the beginning, it was necesidad.
Mm-hmm.
They were both orphans, and they needed to work, they needed food, they needed to eat, and that's how it started. That's how it started. And so my grandfather learned how to play a little bit, mm-hmm. and so they both sang and played. And my tío Candelas, they used to call them los hermanos Candelas, because my uncle was Candelario Delgado. Mm-hmm. And they would say, oye, vengan a cantar, vengan a tocar. So my grandpa put a guitar together, and nobody was really interested in the guitar. They were more interested if they could play and sing, and they'd invite them to parties. And then little by little, people started asking them, hey, can you make a guitar for me? He's like, sure. So he'd make a guitar. Like, let's say he made it for you. And then he saw it. And then he's like, hey, make me one, but better than hers. So my grandpa always said that the customer will actually motivate you and push you to get better. So little by little, the business grew and just went from there. Yeah.
And how did you get into the business?
I came to help him out. He was going to be gone for a week. There was a wedding in Arizona I didn't want to go to. And when he went to Arizona, all my tios and all my tias and everything got together in Arizona, and then they took him from there to Nogales and then to Hermosillo. He was gone for like a month. And then I ended up staying. I said, you know what, I'm going to stay, and I loved it. And so I've been here. I grew up in the business, but I've been building guitars now since I was 19, 20 years 19? Old. Yeah, and I have never left since. Yeah.
Is it only you and your dad and your grandfather?
My father passed away in 1996, and I was already running the business for about 3 years, and then my grandfather passed away in 1999. My tío Candelas passed away in the 80s. So basically, from 94, I was already running the company, and so yeah, I've been here 20-some years. Yeah.
Is there a chance that you can play like 30 seconds?
Sure.
To close the piece.
Sure. Yeah. Bring one of the chairs.
Okay, let me bring one over.
I'm gonna start off by asking you what's your name?
I'm Robert Morales.
Robert Morales?
They call me Cheech.
Cheech. How do you like growing up in this area?
That's good. Well, I grew up here. I was born right here down the street. I grew up here. Hazard all over. Armani, I grew up all over. I went to the Marine Corps. Got out and I'm back here again. I went to school for barbering.
Where were you born?
Yeah, I was born right here, first and second. A lot of my friends ain't around no more.
No?
They're either dead or in jail.
Yeah.
I only got a few friends, and I go see them at Colima. They're the only last few I got. I ended up changing my life a little bit.
Yeah.
From what I was back then.
What is your biggest fear?
Nothing really. Just trying to enjoy life right now. I'm already 56 years old, so you know you gotta enjoy what you got left of your life. You know. Back then, you don't think about that. When you get older, you start thinking, you know, all the changes you gotta do once in a while.
Your name, please?
Robert Morales.
Morales.
Get interviewed?
Sure, I don't care.
Well,
Don't use my real name because the FBI is always watching. So he started in '62, and in real estate he used to buy these houses and bring us every weekend to fix these houses. So we've always grown up in Boyle Heights when Cantor's was still here. I mean, El Pavo Bakery in Brooklyn and Soto, we would buy our bread at El Pavo, go next door, get some salami, and make our sandwiches for lunch. And then we walked down Brooklyn Avenue, the Zellman's old. This was all Jewish neighborhood, all Jewish neighborhood. In fact, this building that we own was a Warsaw bakery back in the 20s, and the ovens are still down in the basement. These old brick ovens, they're not usable anymore.
Wow.
But the history in this area is so cool. So I opened this business here 3 years ago. My brother's been next door at the market for 20-some years now, 25 years. So this is our neighborhood.
Now,
That's all
did
we
you
know.
say that the ovens are still there?
Yeah.
Could we see them?
Yeah, well, all you see is the brickwork, but yeah, I can show it to you.
Could we?
It's full of crap down there.
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of history in this building. Well, come with us. Back in the 20s, these are the 20s, okay, this is how it used to be. See that driveway there? The driveway? Sure. Where my car's parked there?
Sure.
That used to be a driveway where the trucks would back into and get loaded. And not get loaded, I mean, they fill you guys out of there.
Yeah.
So, back in the 20s, there was an elevator here.
Oh.
Okay, so they cook the bread down here. I'll show you the ovens. It's dark, so watch your step,
Okay.
guys. Watch your step. So, these were the ovens. This was the door to the oven. You can walk inside,
Oh my God.
and they used to bake bread here 24 hours a day.
Oh my God.
The roof is what's really cool to see the ceiling. The way they built the brickwork on the ceiling. You can go in there and see if you want.
To the next one. I think I have my key here to the lock.
That's all right. They'll do the same thing.
Wow. Look here, guys.
So they would put the bread inside. They'd bring it out up the elevator. They'd package it upstairs. They'd load the truck in front, and in the front was a retail store.
Okay.
All
I'm
bakery
getting all
goods.
this. How many years did that go on? That business?
They stopped in 32 or 36, something like that, Ed? Until the mid 30s.
That was like 80 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
The documentary that Let's Meet on Brooklyn Avenue states that the first automated bagel machine was created here on Brooklyn Avenue in Los Angeles, not in New York. And Max Factor, a makeup company, was started here on Brooklyn Avenue.
Wow.
So a lot of history.
Not history. These are the ovens. Well, thanks for coming in, guys.
No, thank you.
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.